Bunker maintenance day. So I have a few jobs to do. Gate has to be replaced. It is completely rotten. So I have a replacement bit of gate put on. It'll need cut, obviously, I think somewhere around there. So I'll have to take that off, get it all measured up, get a new gate on. Then I've got a couple of little bits of damage I need to fix. There's a little crack there, needs to be done. Same along there, there's a little bit of cracking, and down here you can see I've repaired it a couple of times. Just in there has to be done. Where else? Yeah, I might do that bit there as well. And then obviously around here is the worst bit. This is where the water's got in. So I'll have to just cut that out, possibly up here too. I think the water's getting in down here. Obviously that's the drain hole for the hatch. If any rainwater gets in there, it eventually drains out here. So I might have to scrape that out and repaint that, and then cut that out. So I'm going to cut this out. I mean, you can see the water in that. I'm going to cut that out with a Stanley knife and see what needs scraped, and then fill it. So I'm going to cut this out first, then do the filling, and let that dry while obviously I'm doing the gate. And then by the time I've finished the gate, this should be ready for repainting. And I've got the paint and everything with me. You can see the stain there where the rainwater's been dripping down. So, right, first job first. Get the Stanley knife, get that cut out. Jump cut. Right, so that has been now cut out. Just wanted to show you that. You can see all the different colours. I have painted the bunker over the years. That was actually the first colour I painted it. And then I painted it this really awful, really sort of bright green, which is minging. But that colour there is the original colour, and you can see as well, so there's quite a few. This one here is probably the first colour the post was ever painted, and you can see as well at one point it was even painted a creamy white colour, which I never knew before, and that is actually underneath the green, which is amazing. And then this grey, that's the original render then on the concrete. So I might just trim this back a little bit more. And then I've got outdoor filler, exterior filler, masonry filler, so I'll get that. So I'll cut this back a little bit more just to get away, because obviously what I don't want to happen is this to sort of start peeling off, which it does feel reasonably tight, but I'll take it back a little bit more just to give it a bit more grip. Yeah, but all pretty good. It's obviously it's coming down from up here, or generally when you get a bubble like that, it's moisture coming out of the concrete itself. So that's just any condensation that's on the inside of the concrete is coming out, and the paint, well, usually the paint lets that moisture come through. I have had bubbles like that before, and they have appeared on the surface and then they've gone away as the masonry is dried, but on this occasion it did not do that. So yeah, I wonder if that's a little bit more. Yeah, that's a little bit more. You can see the water coming out. So I'll have to cut as far down as there too, just to stop another bubble from appearing here after I fix this. So yeah, a little bit more work to do, and yeah, we'll do this, get it filled, and then I'll be back in a second. Another jump cut. Right, and that just shows you the damage that water can do when it gets behind paint. So that was a tiny hole, well, not a tiny hole, but that was a hole that was there. You can see where I've cut a bit more there, but this actually is pretty well stuck. It wouldn't come off. So I decided to go up, and yeah, I took out all of this. So what was going to be a really small quick repair is going to be quite a big repair with a lot of smoothing and filling required. So yeah, I better get to work on that. Another jump cut. Okay, so that's a very industrial looking repair, but it doesn't need to be smooth. I mean, you look at the rest of the structure. It's it wouldn't be the most of perfect things. So I'll get that, sand it down. What I'm going to try to do is these lines that are in it from the original form, I'll try to sand so that I can get a bit of a line in it still. But yes, that is waterproof filler. So hopefully by the time I've done everything else, it's not too deep anywhere. I think the deepest area is about here. So fingers crossed that will dry reasonably quickly, and I can get fill these other little bits of cracks and stuff, and that'll be dry in probably about 45 minutes, and I can start on the gate. So yeah, a couple more cracks to fill, but at least that's the main job done. Okay, gate time. There's the new gate. There is the old gate, which is now off. Yeah, it's in a really bad condition. All the ironmongery is off. Hopefully I will not have to adjust these hinges, but yeah, hopefully this all goes together reasonably quickly. I need to saw at least 2 of those off the panels there to get it to match this one. So yeah, right, let's get this done. And there we go, one brand new gate. A little bit more fiddly than it should have been. Also the grass, I did it slightly lower so that the I didn't need the wee stay. I used to have a little stay here that held the gate sort of closed, or what, held it open should I say. But I just thought I would do it like that so that the grass would keep it. It had a tendency of sort of going outwards, you know, coming out here and hitting cars and things. Well, not that it ever did, but it could have swung out into the road. So I've done it so that that's as far as it goes now, so the wind can't blow it anymore. And as always, I just have to lift it up slightly, and there we go. Much happier with that one. That one was totally and utterly rotten. You can see there, it's just, yeah, totally destroyed. Yeah, I think woodworm has got into it, and yeah, you can see all the holes in it. But yeah, but that is now fixed, which is great. I'll get another set of brass numbers to put 45 back on it. Not that this is number 45, you know, the road it's on, but it was just nice to have. But yes, much better having this gate all done. Bit of black paint needed on that. Tidy these ends up with a bit more varnish. But yes, brand new gate on the post. That's another job done. So you can probably see here I have put on some of that more filler. This filler over here hopefully is dry. I'll give it a sand now, and it's been about half an hour or so. Give it a sand and throw some paint onto it. But yeah, all going pretty well so far. Then we have a plane flying over, obviously Royal Observer Corps. It's quite nice to still have the aviation. So there's the repair right there, and I have repainted the entire thing. So once that dries, it might actually blend in pretty well. You will still be able to see it, but you know, at a cursory glance, it'll pretty much, you know, invisible. But I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Not so happy with how these turned out. They're still drying and they need another coat, as you can see. They look a wee bit yellow. You just need another coat on. All these need another coat. And there's another one. Where's the other one? Up here. And there. So yeah, I'll get another coat of those in a couple of minutes and let those dry and then see how they look. But yeah, getting on well. I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. I did have to cut out a hell of a lot of paint there. So yeah, but happy with that. Probably get another coat on that as well, just to 100% seal it. But yeah, getting there. There we go, nearly dry. That's actually not a bad repair. Yes, we all know where it is, but I think after a while you'd barely notice it. I painted all of this, painted all the top, all of these bits here. I painted all the section. That's just a second coat going on that, and then just a second coat going on those as well. But I painted all of this, repainted these steps. There was a repair in there, can't see that anymore. All repainted here, repainted all of that. There was a slight repair I need to do there too. That is gone now, that's just drying. Painted all the GZI mount all around the top. And yeah, that'll be dry, I'd say, in about the next 15 minutes or so. And then if there's any more white showing through, I'll give that another coat. I also dug this all out. This was all full of old paint, and I dug it completely out, and it's a nice smooth catch point now for the water to come. So yeah, well pleased with how that's turned out. I shouldn't have any more issues. I mean, you can see there it's pretty much perfectly flat, which is great. Haven't repainted the front. I'm going to get a bigger brush to do that. I only had a little small brush with me because I didn't intend to paint as much as I did. And what I will eventually do is then repaint all of this for the first open day. But yeah, looking much better with all those repairs done. It wasn't more the case of it just looking bad. It was just the case of water ingress. I didn't want water in behind this paint. It would have done a lot of damage. I also need to remember to wear gloves. I always forget to put gloves on. Yeah, and before I forget, I repainted the top hat cover. It was flaking really badly, and you can probably see the remnants of where it was flaking badly. But I've got as much off as possible, and I sanded it as well, so I've got a good key. Repainted that black, so that is all good as well. Can't complain about that. I take this off so much. You can see the crap I have in my hands. I take the lid off that so much, I'm not going to repaint that, and that is not too bad. And the place where the antenna mask goes is fine as well. So just the inside of the hatch to paint. I'm not going to do that today because it's it's about 4:30, 4:45. So I'll come back possibly on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon and I will do that. And as you can see, this is nearly dry now, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that repair. It was never going to be perfect. Didn't want it to be perfect because the rest of the structure is not perfect. So yeah, happy with that. But listen folks, hopefully you enjoyed that video this week. It was a bit more of a sort of a DIY video this week, getting the bunker back to looking its best again after sort of a year of neglect due to COVID. Getting it ready for, fingers crossed, my first open day of 2021. But listen, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.